Hi, everyone.
It's the Allison and Eben show.
Yay!
Welcome. All right. Going to start off with a Buddhist piece called Bodhisattva, not to be confused with Steely Dan's Bodhisattva. Gate, gate, parasamgate. Did I get that wrong? Probably. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisvaha. We got to reenact the Sistine Chapel ceiling. God bestowing the tuner upon Adam.
I'm going to need my capo eventually, too,
You can use my capo.
Okay.
Here, you want to just stick it on the neck now? I'll set it down. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I feel like I should do a hand puppet act or something while he's tuning.
Darn it. I forgot. Oh, thank you.
Are we good? Oh, is this one down too?
Yes, it is.
Thank you for your patience. You ready?
Healthcare.
This is
Mark Englehart's favorite song of mine. He calls it a happy, joyous song about giving up on all your dreams.
Pretty much.
I used to sail doomed black oceans, wider than the hand of God. I used to ride the wave of attitude, counting on nothing but fate to guide me. But now I wear a tailored suit and tie, and I struggle on to make sense of it all. Lightbringers fall. I used to take my sunshine in a pill and sail along with the stellar winds. I used to navigate the spaces between the cells of my own mind. But now the sun's my enemy, and I take a different kind of pill to help me keep up with it all. Lightbringers fall. I used to have many lovers, a rainbow of all different kinds. I used to see the colors in their souls and bathe in the light from their eyes. But now I've gone and settled down with a girl whose heart of hearts is the color of the wall. Lightbringers fall. Used to sail beyond the sunset, traveling to the gates of hell. I was the left hand of darkness, stirring up the lives of mortal men. But now I've bought into the system, and I've sold out to the hive to take my place behind the wall again. Lightbringers fall. I get to sit down now for a little while.
Geeky.
This one's about sex and geology, partly inspired by Tim Powers' The Stress of Her Regard. It's called Tides of Stone. I envy those who feel it pull them like the tides of water. It pulls me like the tides of stone. The slow tectonic dance of mountain range and continent. I feel it pulling on my bones. I envy those who find the opposite of their religion in the ancient aching in the hips. There is no church for me save in the rarest company, or I catch volcanic angels on my lips. Below the ropes and rocks, I feel the powerful pulsing of magma registers pain. This is the pressure building in the deep and secret places. This is the moving of the land beneath the land. This is the heat of newborn islands rising from the ocean. A newborn continent takes shape beneath your hands. And I say, oh, let me be born again of precious stone, and leave this flesh and blood of mine behind. This is a hunger deeper than the bone. I do not ask that you be kind. I envy those who feel it pull them like the tides of water. It pulls me like the tides of stone. I feel it act on me as if Eros were gravity. I need a satellite to call my own. I envy those who find the opposite of their religion in what's crystallizing in my blood. I have no sacred ground save what I cover lying down, where there are burning angels in the mud. Below the crust and mantle, I feel the depth of this convection to the core. I am just soft carbon, and I am not taking diamonds lightly anymore. I am just soft carbon, and I am not taking diamonds lightly anymore. Strings too new or strings too old?
Probably too old.
You did not catch that 5-minute interval during which they are neither too old nor too new to stay in tune. Wait, is this on one of the albums?
Yes, it is. It's on the most recent album, Dr. Captain Dovahkiin Chief. It is my genre-savvy song about young love that is also full of Star Trek references.
Everything's better with Star Trek references.
And everything's also better when it is fully in tune.
And everything goes better with Cthulhu.
Yeah, but this doesn't have any Cthulhu.
You can have the bacon, egg, Cthulhu, Cthulhu, and Cthulhu. There's not much Cthulhu in that.
I'll have your Cthulhu, I love it.
Ham, Cthulhu and ham.
Okay, this is called The Hard Way. I know it's quite romantic to think that no one's ever felt the way we do. And just because we're young, we might even believe it for a week or two. But there's a reason why our friends all roll their eyes when we go on and on and on. We're boldly going where everyone has gone. Rushing like a rocket ship on a stellar acid trip, we let all our caution slip away. but we're only cruising for what a billion hearts before broke themselves against like so much clay. 'Cause everyone must learn the hard way. When I first saw you, I thought someone had hit me with a 2x4. I asked you to go with me to the place that everyone is looking for. And though we don't have a clue where the trip will lead us to, 'cause no one's ever drawn the charts, it's almost certain to end with broken hearts. Rushing like a rocket ship on a stellar acid trip, we let all our caution slip away. Like a human cannonball, we rise high and then we fall. No safety net to bar the way. 'Cause everyone must learn the hard way. Rising into orbit, we're higher than we can remember. Breathless in silence, we feel that it can only last forever. We see the world below, it seems to move so slow until we hit the upper air, and suddenly we're landing. God only knows where. Rushing like a rocket ship on a stellar acid trip, we let all our caution slip away. Falling through the atmosphere, we know that the end is near, but we're lighting up the earth along the way. 'Cause everyone in turn has to love so hot they burn, and discover that they've learned the hard way. Thank you.
So here's one I haven't played on stage in about 10 years. It's about the experience of being a changeling, and it's called The River Beneath the River. There are very few of us around. Most of us break while being made. Some of us fall from grace and never hit the ground. I was too young to hold my own when I awoke to what I was. The shadows came to drag me down into the dark alone. They whispered, baby, it's not the world, you're the one who's crazy. We We have this need to make things right by any means that come to hand. A bottle of darkness or a razor and a line or two of light. Hold on, don't let it blind you. Try to stay alive until your people find you. Hold on, this is your language and the place where you belong. Rise up, this is the hunger to be more than what you are. The jubilation and the ache of coming home. Rio by Rio, this goes deeper than the bone. I was always not quite understood. So many strangers in my arms. Those years of alien love never seem to do me any good. There's more to truth than what's true. I knew I'd found one of my kind when he touched my scars and said, believe me, they look good on you. I whispered, hold me. But what you said, no lover ever told me. Hold on, this is your language and the place where you belong. Rise up, this is the hunger to be more than what you are. The jubilation and the ache of coming home. Rio by Rio, this goes deeper than the bone. There are very few of us around. Most of us break while being made. Some of us fall from grace and never hit the ground.
So, Five for Fighting did this little tune called Superman. And one day as I was driving home from work, I got inspired to tell a similar story, but from the point of view of his archenemy. This song is called Lex. Can't stand that guy. Is that hard to conceive? He's just here to fly in the face of what we believe. He's more than a man, he's almost a god. He says he's here for peace. What are the odds? And it's so easy to hate him. An accident of birth, a father's fateful plan, a baby sent to earth grows into a Superman. You may think he's blessed, but I think he's a curse. And if you rely on him, you'll make it worse. You may think I jest, but your bubble is burst. Why do you think he'll put humans first? And it's so easy to hate him. Up and away from my you wait and see. I can't stand that guy, 'cause that's so hard to see. Men weren't meant to rise against the force of gravity. I may be a genius and a billionaire too, but when it comes right down to it, I'm just like you, only a man. But what kind would I be if I relied on gods to fight for me, to fight for me, to fight for me, to fight for me, to fight for me? I'm only a man, but what kind would I be? I'm only a man, what the hell is he? I'm only a man, and he's not fighting for me, and it's so easy. Oh, oh, oh. It's so easy to hate Thank you.
This one's inspired by the novels of Spider Robinson. It's called Learning to be Human, and it's on the 2 CD set live at Lestat's for sale up front. We rise, we remember, we recover, we regret. Revelations, resolutions, expectations never met. We sink, we surrender, we resurface, we survive. No salvation, no easy solutions. If it hurts, you're still alive. Hold on, we are learning to be human. Hold out, there are answers down the line. Hold up your end of the agreement. Hold fast, and you will become divine. We create, we consider, we contrive, we control. Complications, convolutions, correspondence of the soul. We dream, we discover, we disorder, we define. Destinations, dissolution, no illusions this time. Hold on, we are sending and receiving. Hold out, we are reaching for the sky. Hold up the weight of all your promises. Hold fast, and you will learn how to fly. Hold on, we go back to the beginning. Hold out, we continue to the end. Hold up the burden of your worthiness. Hold fast, and you will come home again.
This next one is a tune I debuted a few months ago. Some of you have heard it before, others of you not. For those of you who have heard it before, you know that there is a line at the end of the chorus that I want you all to belt out. And those of you who know it, belt it out on the first chorus. And those of you who don't, belt it out on the second and third chorus, because you'll know it by then. It's pretty simple. Dinah was never one to shy from a fight. She can beat you up while she's sleeping. And if you make her mad enough to raise her voice, then it's you who'll run away screaming. 'Cause Dinah was never quite the quietest girl. Her voice can shatter a mountain. But if you think a gag would save you, you'd be wrong. She can hold her own against Batman. She would always like to say, saving the world is why I'm here today. She's brave and bold and takes no sass. She's the black canary and she'll kick your ass. Dinah was never an approachable girl, or at least that's what all the men would think, until a guy named Queen, who's courteous and green, simply asked her out for a friendly drink. 'Cause Ollie was never out to Ollie was never one to swagger or brag, didn't mind that Dinah could beat him. And when she knew he had nothing to prove, then she didn't have to defeat him. She would always like to say, give me respect and you will earn the same. She's strong and kind and takes no sass. She's the black canary and she'll kick your ass. Dinah was clever like her mother before. She used the gifts that God gave her, and with a long blonde wig to top the image off, she knew her secret was safer. Bruce, Clark, Diana, Arthur, Barry, and Hal, John and Carter, Ollie and Dinah are the ones to call to save us one and all. But among them no one is finer than she, who'd always like to say, justice is more than fighting crime all day. She's smart and fierce and takes no sass. She's the black canary and she'll kick your ass. She would always like to say, saving the world is why we're here today. She's brave and bold and takes no sass. She's the black canary and she'll kick your ass. Awesome! I'm glad you do. Thank you.
I finally heard the original and all I could hear was that.
Close enough. Got an open tuning and the strings really pissy. So this will be interesting.
Yes. Yes, it will. Very much.
I started this one in the late 1980s. Finished it this year.
Wow.
If you've never heard it before, it's about sexually transmitted delusions of grandeur. It's called Pass the Fire On. Oh, give me a second.
Ow.
There is a mission I'm bound to,
Full of ghosts and revelation,
on my way to change
up, child, and shed your skin again. And reach up to the light, because I'm drowning, falling, giving up the ghost. It's time to pass the fire on. It's time to pass the fire on. If you can raise me from my ashes through the gateway you've begun, I will wrap you in my starry wings and keep you from the cold. And if your blood can wash me clean of all the wrong I've ever done, then I will give you all the secrets that my maker ever stole. Because I'm drowning, falling, giving up the ghost. I'm drowning, falling, giving up the ghost. And there are voices in the starry void. Wake up, child, and shed your skin again. Sacrifice everything you've been again. And reach up to the light. It's time to pass the fire on. Oh, I have fallen from grace, but I didn't have all that far to fall. I see reflected in your face the lights of endings and beginnings. We are a snake that bites its tail. We are a cycle of projection and desire. Burned out and hollow for the worship in your eye. I need a sign that I can follow, and if I have to pay for it with life. Oh, I am just another addict strung out on a line of stolen holy fire. And I will crown you. I will drown you. I will swallow you whole. There is a mission I am bound to, full of paradox and power. I'm on my way to change the world, or else to lose myself forever. It came to me when I was your age, when I thought I knew the rules. I was a messenger of grace without a mirror or a name. Now I am drowning, falling, giving up the ghost. It's time to pass the fire on. It's time to pass that fire on. We worked a long time on that one. It still has a ways to go.
That's beautiful. It's nice.
And out of consideration for him, I do not do the part where I sing part of the Pogues If I Should Fall From Grace with God to that tune. But it works. It works.
No. You see, the thing about the Pogues is you can't sing the Pogues unless you at least sound like you are already 3.5 sheets to the wind. You know? In the fall of grace with God, and the doctor can't relieve me. I'm dead.
So it's total sacrilege to go, if I should fall from grace with God and the
Yeah. No. Stop. Okay, so, little over a year ago, about a year and a third ago at this point, the organizers of the first and only Badass Music Festival that ran concurrently with Comic-Con in 2015 commissioned me to write their theme song. So I did. And then once the festival was over, I asked their permission, hey, can I rewrite the choruses so that they're not specifically about the festival, and then put it on an album at some point in the future? And they said, yes, go ahead. All right, awesome. So this is my version of that song. It's called The Bamfs. That's the Badass MFers, in case you didn't know what that.
No, we are completely innocent. We know nothing.
Walk into this room.
Ben Kenobi fought Darth Vader, and escape was not his plan. Had to say I'll see you later to Chewbacca, Luke in hand. He took the long end of the saber, but he didn't die like Vader thought he'd do. But now his Jedi robes are lighter, but he's a badass menace fighter through and through. They're as different as two rivers, both are crazy, both are free. Both companions to a doctor, both are tools of destiny. One will love you like a fever, one will save you from the reavers, yes it's true. So when the bad guys' plans are derailed, thank these badass major female heroes too. B-A-M-Fs, they're the ones you need to call. The B-A-M-Fs when you're about to lose it all. The B-A-M-Fs, what they do will blow your mind. If you're a B-A-M-F, come and help us hold the line. Sherlock Holmes has wits like lightning, and it ain't no mystery. It doesn't matter if it's the 19th or the 21st century. He makes a hash of every party, met his match in Moriarty, what to do. And though he sometimes needs a minder, he's a badass master finder of the clue. Harry Potter, Frodo Baggins, Varric Tethras, all are small, but they've bigger hearts than dragons, and when they put out the call, it's their power of compassion that will bring people to action as a crew. And if you judge them by their shortness, they'll bring badass massive forces down on you. The B-A-M-Fs, they're the ones you want to be. The B-A-M-Fs, they're the dangerous and free. The B-A-M-Fs, here to save all humankind. If you're a B-A-M-F, come and help us hold the line.
For some reason, that one takes a lot of air.
Don't die.
Don't be a badass motherfucker. This one's about sex. It's called Dog Years. Why is it that calling a man a dog and calling a woman a dog mean two different things? I'm as dirty as words and as ugly as sin. I'm the girl at the dog fight whose boy's going to win. And he would not believe me if I told where I'd been, 'cause he can't see beyond what's before him. He thinks it's all funny and at my expense, 'cause he's young and good looking and terribly dense. In the morning he'll find himself chained to a fence, and he'll howl while I smile and ignore him. I'm more of a bitch than a good girl. I'm more of a wolf than a hound. If you can't take the heat, then get out of my way when I'm running around. chances than lie down alone. I've a taste for the meat and a tooth for the bone. And I'll bury that treasure and ride it on home. And I'll howl at the moon till the morning. But show me a leash and I'll just run away. You can't make me sit and you can't make me stay. Try to keep me around after I've had my day, and I'll bite you without any warning. I'm more of a bitch than a good girl. I'm more of a wolf than a hound. If you can't take the heat, then get out of my way when I'm running around. It goes by in dog years, it goes by in scars, and the dog stars watching but no other stars. And it seems like I've wasted my life chasing cars, but it's more of a waste when I've caught one. The boys are so shiny and they travel so fast, and I know they all rust and I know they don't last. But I cannot hold still when I see them roll past, and I cannot hold still when I've got one. I'm more of a bitch than a good girl. I'm more of a wolf than a hound. If you can't take the heat, then get out of my way when I'm running around. I'd rather take chances, the boys are so shiny. I'd rather take chances, they travel so fast. I've a tooth for the bone, though I know they all rust, and I know they don't last. I'm as dirty as words, and it goes by in dog years, as ugly as sin, and it goes by in scars. I'm the girl at the dog fight, the dog stars watching, but no other stars.
One of my very oldest songs. Come in, my dear lady, and sit here by me, for I see you've been crying again. Come drink with me, lady, and tell me the tale, and I'll lend you the ear of a friend. But you tell me these stories of heartache and woe, and I've heard them all 10 times before. You tell me your princes have turned tail and run, and you're scared now to open your door. Well, I would not hurry away the first time you asked me my love when you asked. No, I would be happy to stay. I want you to ask me my love, will you ask? Don't dwell on the past. I've met many men who were royal from birth, and it's rare that I've liked them at all. Brought up to expect that the world is their own, they have no respect for your soul. They'll take you and use you and show you the world, and then leave without thought of your heart. And you'll say that you've turned them to toads with your touch,
but that's all that they were from the start. Well, I would not vanish from sight the first time you kissed me, my love, when we kiss. Try to get lonely at night, I want you to kiss me, love, gently like this. Show me what I've missed. So smile now, my lady, and tell no more tales of how princes won't stay in your arms. How can you expect those that love but themselves to see aught but your bodily charms? And tell no more lies of how worthless you are, or how love petrifies in your bed. Stop trying to capture the stranger so fair, and try loving a friend instead. My love would not turn into stone the first time you lay with me, love, when we lie. I want your love for my own, I want you to stay with me, love. Will you try? Don't say goodbye.
Thank you.
So there's Eben with a song about how love can still prevail. And here I am with a song like, nah. This is Chambers of a Heart. It's full of interesting metaphors. Supersaturate the fluid and drop in a single grain, and watch the crystals bloom into the chambers of a heart. The first and last and greatest thing that teaches us is pain, and we only learn how something works by taking it apart. I do not want to be the puppet of my fear and hunger. I do not want to live this life entangled in my shame. I want to cut the cords that bind me to what drags me under. I want to learn to walk away and not drop in that grain. Disperse the right particulates and strike a single spark, and watch the flames explode into the chambers of a heart. We seek the light by crawling, sick and bleeding through the dark. The first and last and only way to stop is not to start. I do not want to be the puppet of my love and anger. I do not want to live the kind of life that makes good art. I want to shed this skin with all its needle tracks of wonder. I want to learn to walk away and not strike up that spark. It promises us heaven, but delivers us addiction. We dream about more heat and light than we can get from friction. It sings to us of glory, but its kiss is demolition. We long for signal, but there's only noise, only noise, only noise. Join inductor to capacitor, make current from a field, and watch the lightning arc into the chambers of a heart. We burn ourselves to ashes for an insufficient yield. The needle's in the red and all the lines are off the charts. I do not want to see my life devoured by that vortex. The first and last and only way to win is not to play. I do not want to be the puppet of my limbic cortex. I want to learn to not want what I want, so I can walk away. It promises us heaven, but delivers us addiction. We dream about more heat and light than we can get from friction. It sings to us of glory, but its kiss is demolition. We long for signal, but there's only noise, only noise, only noise. Thank you. That closes set one. We're going to take a little break, go get some coffee, come up front, buy merch, and we're going to come back with another set full of awesome geeky ass in-jokes that y'all will get.
Yup.
It's encouraging. How have you been? I'll step outside. I need to shed the heat.
Yep.
Or I'm not going.
And not be leaned all the way back like I'm reclining. Yeah. It feels like a freaking recliner. Can I see your doll?
Sure.
Is this a doll I've met before?
Maybe. This is Richie. He's a modified spirit doll snowdrop. I have changed his face up since. If you have met him before, I have changed his face up since then.
He's got a nice face. Oh, you're sitting here? Oh.
He has not my best face up ever, but one of the better ones that I've done. So. Hello.
He's great. Hi.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Sure.
Was I able to show you the new girl doll?
The one in all black?
Yeah.
With the vampy face?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her.
I was able
I saw her last
to.
time I was over, but I haven't
Okay.
seen any updates.
Yeah, on the BJD con, I was able to get her a better wig.
Oh.
Because she had this kind of thing in her face. It was all this black hair. And
Yeah,
it was like
the
kinda
black
that.
hair and the black dress kind
So
of.
there was this cute little wig, and it was kind of curled and short with a little, I don't know, it was kind of neat. And it got out of her face, and you could finally see the shape of her face. It looks like
Oh, that's nice.
not nice, a lot nicer. So,
That's good.
yeah. No, there were, she had Minnie and Myers.
Well, that's good. I'm sorry that I missed the con, but I just didn't have the funds at the moment to do it.
And I bought a candle.
Oh, nice.
I'd love to get into this.
It is not a cheap hobby.
No. I've years and years and years ago.
But no hobby is.
Yeah. Very true. I don't ever tell my parents how much these dolls cost. They're gonna have heart attacks. Yeah.
It is because, mainly because my first version looked
Yeah,
like a
I have Minnie.
submarine.
Oh.
And like
Yeah,
this
well,
is
I got her a motorcycle too. Oh, nice. I repainted a motorcycle pink. Oh, I know. I just.
watch the musicians like, "My Maserati doesn't want to be fought."
That was my commute was like.
Blackwell.
No, but.
Oh, what a cutie. Is that
We're so
Peoples?
wild.
Yes.
Oh, she's so cute.
And I bought a motorcycle and it was red and I painted it pink.
And your cat is going, "What the hell is this thing?"
Yeah. It's like, what's this?
But also
Not a cat.
no, wait until a few generations down, like the dolls are little robots that walk around and the cats will either freak the hell out or chase them, or decide they are new servants. You have to live them with the squishy cat program.
We gonna see you tomorrow?
Yes, after the thing.
Yes, after the thing. Okay.
Is there gonna be booze?
Yes, yes, I do.
Usually there's not at those
I think
things.
we should start having, I'll
I
bring
might
out.
have some cider still left. I guess
I'll bring some alcohol.
usually it's tea and coffee.
Tea.
Best way to find it is my name.
Yeah, your name is pretty unique.
Yeah, literally if you put in Nightfall.
This one's sort of like.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's what I was,
I
yeah.
can't sit like that, you know.
Great, Scott.
Okay, so I better get going.
How you doing? Just in time for set 2. Welcome back. We're ready for set 2. By the way, there is a big tip jar up front, which is how we pay our sound guy,
Yep.
who has his finger on the suck, don't suck lever. Pay the sound guy.
We want it in the don't suck position all the time.
Just trying to show us.
So here's one about the Buddhist doctrine of non-attachment through the filter of Douglas Rushkoff. It's called Mimetic Velcro Hazard. Don't touch that smile, don't take that bait. The world is full of tar babies to pull you in with love and hate. Do I need to be capoing this? I think I need to be capoing this. Where the hell's the capo?
It's right here.
That's the one. Oh, that here. Okay, that works. Right. Don't touch that smile. Don't take that bait. The world is full of tar babies to pull you in with love and hate. Don't taste that fruit. Don't bite that hook. Some things are much too sticky. Step back and take another look. Mimetic Velcro hazard. Put on your hazmat heart. When you get pulled in all directions, what do you think will happen? The things that sing to you are covered with those tiny hooks. They want to get under your skin. Do you really want to let them in? And if you choose to get yourself entangled, how much of yourself do you think you can afford to lose? And if you take one of those sticky chances, how far do you think you can bend before you finally break? Don't let that code corrupt your brain. The world is full of tar babies, sticky pleasure, sticky pain. Don't close that loop. Don't click that link. Some things are much too hungry and they don't want to let you think. Don't slide your hand beneath that dress. The world is full of tar babies that entangle and obsess. Don't drink that wine. Don't eat those seeds. Some things are much too clever at manufacturing new needs. Mimetic Velcro hazard. Put on your hazmat heart. When you get pulled in all directions, what do you think will happen? The things that sing to you are covered with those tiny teeth. They want to get under your skin. Do you really want to let them in? And if you choose to get yourself entangled, how much of yourself do you think you can afford to lose? And if you take one of those sticky chances, how far do you think you can bend before you finally break? Don't touch that smile, don't take that bait. The world is full of tar babies, step back and take another look. The world is full of tar babies and they don't want to let you think. The world is full of tar babies, manufacturing new needs. Don't bite that hook. And now for a little Joe Jackson.
There's something about Brits and New York City. Whoops. This is called Stranger Than You. In a bar on 43rd at 1:45, I met my friend the Chinese Elvis and hoisted a few. He talks like Mickey Mouse and sees with X-ray eyes, lives in a cardboard house. I almost gave him the prize until you came along. Thanks for opening my eyes. Things you do, right or wrong, it should come as no surprise when you live in a town where there's always somebody stranger than you. Stranger than you. At 83rd in Amsterdam, there's an Indian Jew who's pierced all his private parts with a permanent screw. Sleeps on a bed of nails that came from outer space, and in my taller tales I gave him pride of place until you came along. Thanks for opening my eyes. Things you do, right or wrong, it should come as no surprise when you live in a town where there's always somebody stranger than you. Stranger than you. I'm not complaining even though I'm not sure what you are. I get the strangest feeling good about this love bazaar. I could have stayed in bed, hiding from this freaky show. I'm happy that instead I knew just where to go when you came along. Thanks for opening my eyes. Things you do, right or wrong, it should come as no surprise when you live in a town
where there's always somebody stranger than you. Stranger than you. Are you a boy? Are you a girl? Are you an oyster? Are you a pearl? Are you a fish? Are you a fowl? Are you an angel? Are you from hell?
Thank you.
I knew you wrote one about me.
So, Eben's done a happy song about love, and we have to follow it with one of mine. This is called Oxytocin High. I've seen and heard this all before. You're 18, that explains a lot. You need that oxytocin high, and it's worth everything you've got. It's kind of like morphine, it's kind of like cocaine. You're kind of fucked because you're making it inside your brain. You need that oxytocin high. It's in the fibers of your spine. It's what you think you're dying of. It's in the DNA your ancestors invented courtly love. I wish there were a drug to shut the process down. Until there is, you'll have to keep on trying not to drown. You need that oxytocin high. You're just a puppet of your limbic cortex. You're in a pit that evolution dug. I could sell vials of your spinal fluid as a party drug. You're just a puppet of your limerent receptors. You're not a person, you're a well of need. And it's ironic that it might turn out to kill you before you breed, so it's probably recessive. In just another 20 years, all of those circuits may burn out. And then you'll have a chance to learn what being human's all about. I hope that you survive until that fever breaks, but I don't know how many broken hearts it's going to take. You need that oxytocin high. I've seen and heard this all before. You're 18, that explains a lot. You need that oxytocin high, and it's worth everything you've got.
I gotta go. Thank you, that was great.
Good night, Benner.
I've already lost a pick.
I have a pick there.
Your pick's on your, it's on the top of your.
Do you know where your glasses are?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Did you bring your head?
Let me check my... This is a song that I wrote for my 10-year high school reunion, which I didn't attend.
Probably for the best.
But I did attend my 20-year high school reunion, and everyone I mentioned in the song wasn't there.
I hate when that happens.
So, this is called Terminally 17.
left home for where to, I'm not certain. He found himself a lover, the first in his life, and Michael's in Irvine, behind the orange curtain. 2 beautiful daughters, and I still want his wife. And Eric is posing for Hugh Hefner's cameras and making good money in movies, it seems. And my heart was broken by a girl named Tamara, who took off pursuing her thespian dreams. Why do we try to remember those days when we were all young and green? Does anyone here have no regrets about those days when we were terminally 17? Dave found religion and then found a lover. She too was a Christian, she messed with his mind. And Randy's still living at home with his mother. She hasn't forgiven us for being unkind. Why do we try to remember those days when we were all young and green? Does anyone here have no regrets about those days when we were terminally 17?
Terminally 17.
When Dave fell for Randy's cool older brother, it didn't last long, but they had some good times. And Frederick and I, we always hated each other. But if living well is the best revenge, then Rache ist mine. 'Cause I've got a wife now and 2 other lovers. They all like each other, they tease me no end. It gets complicated down under the covers, but I could do worse things than sleeping with friends. Why do we try to remember those days when we were all young and green? Does anyone here have no regrets about those days when we were terminally 17? Terminally 17. Thank you.
So here's one you've never heard before. It's about, surprise, fucked up romantic relationships. It's called Every Iteration. Every iteration of these love affairs has choices. We can fuck up in some novel way we have not tried before. I am not what you're looking for this time around, my darling. I can tell you need a virgin you can hurt and call a whore. But my cards are off the table and you're not my fucking problem anymore. Every time we work out this equation, it's a warning sign. The benefit less than the cost, the signal less than noise. I am not what you're looking for this time around, my darling. That broken trophy you can show off to the other boys. My cards are off the table, I have better things to play with than your toys. I can't remember what I saw in a negative-sum game. The name and face are different, but the crazy is the same. I know you like it better when you've got someone to blame. So tell yourself that tale where you're the good guy. Every time we go there, we come back with all those souvenirs, the nightmares and neuroses that are such a fucking bore. I am not what you're looking for this time around, my darling. I have better things to do than be that mother you adore. My cards are off the table and you're not my fucking problem anymore. And I can't remember what I saw in a negative-sum game. The name and face are different, but the crazy is the same. You seem to need a vessel you can fill up with your shame. So tell yourself that story where you're clean. Every iteration of these love affairs has choices we can fuck up in some novel way we have not tried before. But my cards are off the table and you're not my fucking problem anymore.
And now, for a bit of BBC. I've done all this before, and I'll do it all again. Don't speak to me of ifs, dear girl. It all comes down to when, and it may take me but an instant or an eon now and then, but I'll be there to keep you living for today. 'Cause yesterday's a mystery unraveling in time, and tomorrow is my history, but it's not worth a dime. Today is all that matters, with its glory and its crime, and I'll be there to keep you living one more day. 'Cause I'm a madman with the same plan. I'm no hunter, but I'm no fox. There are bad guys in the mad skies, but I'll be there when danger knocks on my magic box. My mission is to save life, but I killed all of my kind, 'cause it was them or everybody else until the end of time. And I may have much to learn in this infinity of mine, but I'll be there to keep you living for today. Time is such a funny thing. We don't know how it ends, although I've been there many times before with several of my friends. And each time I go it's different. I guess it all depends on if I'm there to keep you living one more day. 'Cause I'm a madman with the same plan. I'm no hunter, but I'm no fox. There are bad guys in the mad skies, but I'll be there when danger knocks on my magic box. Yes, I'm a madman with the same plan. I'm no hunter, but I'm no fox. There are bad guys in the mad skies, and I'll be there when danger knocks on my magic box.
Okay, it's a poor substitute, but what the hell?
So here's another one you've never heard before. This is about a Russian fairy tale from the universe next door. It's called Grain on the Scythe. I hid my heart inside a stone and I buried it, but not too deep. When the hero comes to break my throne, I don't want to fight, just let me sleep. Let me dive so deep. Let me fall like rain. Let me fall like grain on the scythe. I hid my heart inside a book that nobody's read, but soon they'll be trying. When the princes come to look, I don't wanna be Cachet the Undying. Let me just stop striving before I fall like rain. Before I fall like rain on the scythe. I have totally screwed these chords every time. I'm going to start from the top and see if I can pull it off. And if I can't, I'm all over the internet completely failing.
Gee, that never happens.
Yep. I hid my heart inside a stone and I buried it, but not too deep. When the hero comes to break my throne, I don't want to fight, just let me sleep with nothing to keep. When I fall like rain, when I fall like grain on the scythe. I hid my heart inside a book that nobody's read, but soon they'll be trying. When the princes come to look, I don't wanna be Cachet the Undying. Let me just stop striving before I fall like rain. Before I fall like like grain on the scythe. I'm weary, let me rest. Let my threads all come undone. Ocean, take me to your breast. Let me break against your stones. Mama Yaga, grind me fine, so no one can find a shard. Let me sift away like time. The centuries have been so hard. I only want to fall like rain. They say that if your story's still told, in a way you're still alive. So hush your mouth when my lips grow cold and only hum this like a hive. So I won't survive. So I fall like rain. So I fall like grain on the scythe. I'm weary, let me sink to the depths beyond all sight. Bring the cup and let me drink of the poison, it's my right. Mama Yaga, cook me down in the iron pot of death. Stir my blood and bones around, boil me till nothing's left. I only want to fall like... Fuck it, the song is over.
These things, they happen.
Good song though.
Right now I'm pretty pissed off. The song can go fuck itself, and I'll see if I ever fucking play it again. Thank you.
It is a good song.
I'll just go stick hot needles under its fingernails for a while.
Well, this is one that I haven't played in quite some time. It's about my previous cat, Hannah. She always looked good in a tux. It fit her like a second skin. She'd always hit me up for bucks, but you knew I'd always let her in. Kind of outspoken, kind of shy. Well, she didn't like my friends that much, but every time I closed my eyes, I knew she'd wake me with a touch. Her name was Hannah. She wore a bandana of purest white beneath her chin. She went out one evening, ain't seen her since then. Oh, Hannah, come back in. She liked to roam about a bit, but she'd always come home every night, 'cause I was her favorite place to sit. And she knew I'd make everything alright. But then one night she never came. I waited up until the dawn. I looked around, I called her name, but it was no use, she was gone. Her name was Hannah. She wore a bandana of purest white below her chin. She went out one evening, I ain't seen her since then. Oh, Hannah, come back in. Now I'm a broken-hearted man. I sit beside my door and cry.
know if this was planned or something seized her on the fly. I dearly miss my Hannah girl. I wait up for her every night. Without her, the colors left my world. But she looks so good in black and white. Her name was Hannah, and I was her manna. She'd see me and set her tail to spin. I think she got mixed up with some old trickster. Oh, Hannah, come back in. Her name was Hannah. She wore a bandana of purest white beneath her chin. She went out one evening. I ain't seen her since then. Oh, Hannah, come back in. Thank you.
Here's one about a year and a half long out-of-body experience. My soul is gonna walk about somewhere below. It's been interesting living without her. She had people to see, she had places to go. She had real pressing business and a long road to hoe. I know she'll be back, her goodbye note said so, but I think I'm beginning to doubt her. And I'm floating above everything like a feather. My grounding has gone underground, and I might blow away if there's rough enough weather. I might get too lost to be found, and I do wish that she'd stayed around. Oh, my soul has been traveling more than a year. It's been interesting living alone. I miss my emotions except for the fear. I was billed for her ticket and damn it was dear. She sent me a postcard, said wish you were here. The stamp said Republic of Bone. And I'm floating above everything like a feather. My grounding has gone underground, and I might blow away if there's rough enough weather. I might get too lost to be found, and I do wish that she'd stayed around. Do I live without life? Do I live without something I can't understand? With no flame to my candle, will give my regards to Dr. Cotard, 'cause he knows how it goes. My soul ran away wearing only her skin. She left behind all that's worth keeping. I've posted her picture on cartons of sin, but no one has seen her or knows where she's been. I left open a window so she can come in if she maybe comes home while I'm sleeping. Do I live without life? Do I live without something I can't understand? With no flame to my candle, will give my regards to Dr. Cotard, 'cause he knows how it goes when it's gone. And now for something completely different. A man who is going to eat Chichester Cathedral. No, actually.
There was a man who ate an entire MiG.
One bite at a time.
Yes. Which, of course, reminds me of the mighty sword MiG Slicer.
Yes. Titanium?
Pure titanium.
Must have been very long.
Hmm?
Must have been very long.
No, it just took a while. But it did slice entirely through a MiG. This is,
Just sing it.
yeah,
Just sing it.
it's Trekkie.
Yes.
There were 3 drunken Klingons come from the sky one night. They drank from Monday morning, nor stopped till Saturday night. When Saturday night came round, me boys, they would not then go out. These 3 drunken Klingons, they pushed the jug about. Now here's Jedzia Dax, she's a slug with eyes of blue. Move up, me jolly Klingons, for I'm a Klingon too. And I will be your equal before that we go out. These 4 drunken Klingons, they push the jug about. There's fresh rocket blood pie, there's heart of Targangach. There's all sorts of tasty things that squirm and swim and walk. There's 40 barrels of blood wine, they nearly drunk them out. These 4 drunken Klingons, they push the jug about. Then up comes a Ferengi, he's asking for his pay. It's a 40,000 credit bill these Klingons have to pay. So they marched him to the airlock and neatly shoved him out. These 4 drunken Klingons, they push the jug about. The chief of engineering is feeling mighty blue. They've drunk the antimatter and all of the matter too. And where is the station? You Klingons, brisk and gay. It's nowhere in the quadrant, we drank it clean away.
Here's one we haven't played in years. Wrote it in 1990. It's called Frequency. Open your mind. You're on that frequency. We started weaving this before you were born. Step through the gate. You have been sending and receiving. We are your people and we're welcoming you home. And this web radiates in lines of singing light. We are the center and the edge when you're on that frequency. And this web radiates electric and alive, and it can take you home. Don't be afraid, because it's larger than you are. All this could fit within one bubble of bone. And you won't drown, and you won't get lost in here. This could not work if all its pieces were the same. And this So do you guys think we should put frequency in regular rotation?
It's nice, I like it.
Okay.
This one also takes a lot of air, so it's a good thing that it's the last song. That's how it starts with the train chop, Jane's a slob, and oh my god, all the girls are smoking hot. I'll be in my bond. I am a floating leaf, listen to the wind swirl, verse asserts its own needs, regardless of your own needs. Flies, Mr. Wash, please, Jane, go sit down. Paper's been delivered in a coffin-sized airtight. Why do we conspire? The alliance is engaged in a government desire to control your life. Miranda's where we're going in a fever with the reavers bringing down our necks. Creeping by on minimal power, keep fingers crossed, look at all those ships. Gore, ram, uh-oh, here we go. Populations litter in the city streets. Move your feet, dead beat. Verse serves its own needs. Reavers hear your heartbeat. Parody the rapture and the Armageddon. Out, oh, here, we're vitriolic, hyperbolic, 15% alcoholic heroes. Damn big. It's the end of the verse as we know it. It's the end of the verse as we know it. It's the end of the verse as we know it, and I feel fine. Simon Tam, he's a surgeon, got a lot of books, learning, don't know how to talk to girls. Listen to the wind swirl. Here's a guy in uniform, a book burning black man, in every manner reprobate, working for the police state, in a battle in a valley, beat down, watching bombs crush. Uh-oh, this means no staff, golden calf, a renegade spacecraft, turning our misfortune into private enterprise. Offer me a bounty, offer me protection, I despise your lies. It's the end of the verse as we know it. It's the end of the verse as we know it. It's the end of the verse as we know it, and I feel fine. The other night we tripped across cargo that we couldn't toss, so we had to take a loss. What the hell, Joss? Running from mobsters, river kills the monsters, gets the girl, oh damn special hell. Boom, we're idiotic, histrionic, big damn heroes, right? Right! It's the end of the verse as we know it. It's the end of the verse as we know it. It's the end of the verse as we know it, and I feel fine. It's the end of the verse as we know it. It's the end of the verse as we know it. It's the end of the verse as we know it, and I feel fine. It's the end of the verse as we know it. It's the end of the verse as we know it. It's the end of the verse as we know it, and I feel fine. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. When I meant the last song, I meant my last song. She still has one to close out the
Now,
set.
I know your voice is thrashed. Do you want to?
No, I will go ahead and sing. So, yeah.
So, this was inspired by the work of Robert Anton Wilson. It's about going to graduate school with professors Prometheus, Lucifer, Blake, and Crowley at the College of the Rebel Angels. Sign up with the Rebel Angels and learn to make doubt out of faith. You're never gonna gain that wisdom hiding in your fortress where it's safe. If you need a little light brought home, then set your sextant by the morning star. In the College of the Rebel Angels, you study the theft of the fire to learn about the God that you are. Sign up with the Rebel Angels, cut a deal with the devil you know. Every time he drags you under, you bring back something precious from below. Drink down the wine made of that fruit that you were told you mustn't eat. In the College of the Rebel Angels, you study the scar and the shadow to learn about the light and the heat. There is no messenger of grace, there is no sovereign and no throne. You are the only thing you own. Take off your garments and your face, let go of flesh and blood and bone. You have to cross the gates alone. Sign up with the rebel angels. You've got to learn to dive deep. Every piece of treasure you have was stolen from the farther side of sleep. It takes a little practice to get used to coming back from the dead. In the college of the rebel angels, you study the hole in your heart to learn about the fire in your head. No force will save you from yourself. No one will carry you back home. You have to walk the road alone. You can't rely on someone else. You must learn nothing's carved in stone. You make your destiny your own. Sign up with the rebel angels. Look long and hard at what you are. When the doors of perception are cleansed, every man and woman is a star. Drink down the wine made of that fruit that knows the secrets of the age. In the college of the rebel angels, you study your fear of freedom to learn to break out of your cage. There is no messenger of grace, no force will save you from yourself. You are the only thing you own.
Thank you all very much. And that's the show.
That's the show. We'll come back here third Saturday of next month and do it all again.
Yes, and it's as it will be the holidays or close to it, we'll have a whole bunch of holiday-themed music, including Cthulhumus music. Yay! And thank you all in Internet land, and all of you who are watching the cached version of this stream after it has been streamed. Remember, if you click the little eye up in the corner of your screen, you can donate to us to help us keep these shows going because, you know, we don't really get paid for them. So, does kind of, you know, give us a little bit more motivation. Thanks, everybody, and thanks all of you, and good night.
Stop. I want you to stop. I want you to stop.
Oh, that's
Stop.
not good.